Sometimes you'll take a picture and you've got everything set just the way you want it, and the composition looks great, and then afterwards you realize, oh, there's actually something there that I'd rather not have. Or maybe just because while you were taking the picture, you really liked the composition and you knew afterwards you'd have to do some editing to kind of fix things a little bit. So in this case, with this image, I really wanted to capture a little bit of this tower behind the couple, but really frame them in well so that they'd have no chance to kind of be shown mostly in the image, not having any of the dress cropped off the image. Now, unfortunately, there's this little pole here, a fence that I had to jump on the other side of to take the picture. It's going to be a little bit difficult to remove all of that, but what I can do is actually get rid of my shadow, which appeared here in the corner. To do that, I'm going to work with what's called the Clone Stamp tool. So if you go on the left-hand side here, you can hover over this tool right here. It's called the Clone Stamp tool. Now, I'm going to zoom in on the image because I really only care about seeing just this part of the picture. Okay, so remember, Control plus zooms in, Control minus zooms out. I'm going to adjust the size of my brush either by clicking up here, going down lower, or I can use the bracket keys on my keyboard. I really prefer using those. Now, the Clone Stamp tool is all about copying one part of the picture and repeating it in another area. So what you need to do is select a target area that you want to copy, and then you can use that area to copy over in another spot. To select the area that you want to copy, you're going to want to hold the Alt key on your keyboard, and it changes your cursor into a target. So click down once where you want to copy information from. So I just click down once while I'm holding Alt. Then I let go of Alt, and it goes back to normal brush. Now you can see that along with my brush is kind of some information about where I'm copying from, and this is really what you want to see. So I start to paint down what I wanted to get rid of, and it will make it disappear. Now, you'll also notice that while I'm dragging this brush around, there's a little plus symbol that's moving along with it. The area that I'm copying actually moves with the brush. So you want to avoid having something like this happen, where you're kind of like moving around in your picture and you're starting to repeat a lot of things you don't want. So I'm going to do Control Z and undo that. Really, your key is to try to make it very unnoticeable as to what you're getting rid of. So that it's very easy for somebody to just not even know that it existed. So this accomplished it. You can go around to different areas of your picture and see if there's other sections that you want to get rid of. But a lot of times you'll really just need to select one area to copy, start clicking around, and then reselect a new spot to really make it look realistic. Okay, so I find myself creating more and more targets as I'm moving to make certain areas really disappear. You can see that I'm kind of catching some of the shadows here.